right, guys, welcome back to another New Legacy podcast. We got the man, the myth, the legend right here, 𝗟𝗘𝗘 welcome to the West Coast.
What's up? It's good to be back.
Yeah, this is how do you say it? I mean, I ran into you in Miami too here before, and I was like, man, where do we get new entrepreneurs or entrepreneur that's killing it like how you are and how fast you move? You know?
Yeah. It ain't many of us out there.
No, it's not, bro. Like this space, I've been in for like 3 years,
Uh-huh.
and I like met most of the people already.
Yeah.
Is it like weird that like every like year or every season or so, it's always the same people that win?
Yeah, they kind of cycling in and cycling out.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people, do your homework.
Yeah.
You'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
Either they'll run ass for a week or a month, then you won't see them no more.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? There's patterns you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
The real ones just hang around and stay. The fake ones realize like they can't keep up the fake facade.
Yeah, they can't make the money forever.
Can't make it forever. They
Or
run
you
out.
can't run on credit cards forever.
Correct. Before it come due.
Yeah, you gotta make the money in your business. Like a lot of people, they start out their business and they get a loan and they're good until the loan runs out. I don't know. What's your take on that?
They say don't buy what you can't afford. There's also a thing where it's called good debt, bad debt. In the world of real estate that I'm in, I like to tell people that's the good debt that I speak on. I speak on good debt is when I get real estate, that real estate is making me money to pay back that debt, meaning I'm also able to make money with what's left over, which ultimately comes with running your numbers from the start. A lot of people think in real estate, you make your money when you sell. No, you make your money when you buy. If you see me buying real estate, I've already ran the numbers. Meaning, if I bought it today and something goes wrong tomorrow, whether my personal life, business life, or even if the market tanks, I can sell, either get my money back, break even, or make some money, right? Because I did the money on the front end. And don't get me wrong, you can really never tell how much real estate is going to go down, but you got an idea. Like your property is just not going to tank by $50K unless you bought it in a war zone and a war started tomorrow. Yeah, and nobody's going to buy it then. But I'm going on extensive, but meaning that unless there's just some unforeseen thing that happened, it's going to relatively hold its value. That's why I like to buy around colleges and developing places. You know what I'm saying? Because the college ain't going anywhere. Like I buy a lot of my stuff in Athens, Georgia, where the university is. The university has been there since 1897, if I'm correct.
What's your take with the AI and stuff, with this college thing? I mean, there's a big fight right now going on, right?
So when you say AI regarding what I do or regarding college?
Like the college students that's going to be
Oh, man, like that's a tough job to have as a professor, man. Because if you ain't up on AI, these kids are.
Yeah.
And they're going to use everything to their advantage, as they should, to get ahead, keep up, or whatever the case may be. Because these kids are, I mean, I was a college student. I was lazy. I was always looking for the shortcut. So if they can find a shortcut, they're going to take advantage of it. Especially if you don't have any rules. You can have rules. They still going to kind of come up with a shortcut.
Yeah. But my question, I'm trying to say, it's like, this is a big question for you too with real estate. Because you say you buy the colleges and stuff. But what happened if the white collar jobs, in the university get wiped out by AI? Would that hurt you or not?
It's a great question. If it does, I'm plugged in. You got to pay attention.
Yeah.
There are always signs.
Yeah.
You know what they say?
Yeah.
There are always signs. So if you start hearing about that, I'm going to start positioning myself in that way. Either I'm going to get ready to sell.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to, I don't know. I'll figure out a way that's conducive to the situation that I'm doing. Because there are some college towns that are in great factory towns too.
Okay,
so if the students don't rent, a family will rent.
Yeah.
I just don't happen to get a lot more money from college students because I rent by the door. If you ever seen my story or any of my podcasts that I've been on, I rent by the door because a college student pays in the dorms by the bed, honestly. They don't even pay by the door. They be bunked up. in one 200 square foot, probably not in 200 square feet.
Yeah.
Might be 150 square feet, bunked up in a bedroom, Jack and Jill bathroom, sometimes community.
Oh shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, long story short, when these college students get ready to rent, would you rather be in a house with your own room, even if you do share a bathroom?
Yeah.
Or would you rather be bunked up where you can't even bring your girl over or your boyfriend over because your neighbor's 2 feet from you?
I know they could record and put it on, online.
Oh man, I'm really surprised you don't see that more often, especially now, man. Like, with the social media.
Yeah, no, bro, it's fucking social media for everything now.
Yeah. So to answer your question, like I pay attention, and you gotta stay ahead of the curve. Like, the biggest example. Most people who made a lot of money were the people who bought from sellers 5 years ago before they knew things were going up.
Whoa.
I made more money during COVID than I ever made in my life. People were panicking during COVID.
Yep.
So they were selling stuff off. They were getting rid of things because COVID made people. It's just fear. You know, fear drives a lot of stuff. And so, as an investors and as people who study well, we take advantage of fear. We take advantage of a down market.
Ooh.
Right? I mean, it's the same with stocks. You in stocks and any of that stuff, we don't panic.
Yeah. I made the most money in stocks.
Yeah,
in
we see disaster, panic, fear as what? Opportunity.
Yep.
Oh, you with me? So, yeah, you making some money.
I made some money.
Yeah, you with me? So again, when that happened, we were getting deals. But then everybody started hearing, man, people are getting crazy money for the house, crazy money. By the time they realized, down the market starting to correct itself, 2024.
Yeah.
4 years later, 2024,
Yeah.
now things are starting to go the other way. Now it's starting to be a buyer's market again. I'm sorry. Yeah, a buyer's market. It was a seller's market before sellers caught up. Now it's a buyer's market. So now guess what sellers are doing?
What?
They haven't had to drop their prices because they ain't getting those prices no more. Even people who are quote unquote seasoned investors are trying to fix and flip and not getting the money that they thought they were going to get because the market is correcting itself.
We're in the last 3 months. A lot of business are struggling. They're hitting me up. A lot of my friends are business owners, so I can know a little bit of insights.
Yeah.
But there's dealership wise, there's too many cars sitting on the lots. That's over 300 days. So there's too much of that, and then inflation's going crazy.
Yep.
And a lot of jobs are getting wiped out every day because of AI. So I think for you in your position, I heard this before, but most millionaires are made when the market is down.
Correct.
Right. And I think you took advantage of it with the COVID and the home real estate back then. But what's the sauce now? What's the move that you're planning now? To
be patient, be cash ready. America's on sale.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only way I can put it.
Yeah.
Are you patient enough to hold your stocks when things are down? And are you disciplined enough to buy?
Yeah.
Once everybody starts dumping, right? You buy low, sell high.
Yeah.
It's those rules still hadn't changed.
Yeah.
You know, Warren Buffett's rule is don't lose the money. You just don't lose what you make.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Essentially, for rule number 2, refer back to rule number 1. You know, and so I mean, it all goes back to just being disciplined. Nobody wants to hear that. Everybody thinks it's a secret sauce. Everybody thinks there's a secret formula. It's essentially, can you be disciplined enough? Can you sit alone long enough in the dark to do the work so you can shine in the light? All right, so to recap what I just said, millionaires are made in a down market. Like, you have to be disciplined to buy when the market is down. And to be and if you're gonna sell when the market's high, when things are popular and everybody like this is the next greatest thing, like when Bitcoin goes up, everybody thinks they got to get a piece of it. And so ultimately, there's no secret. It's just all about just being disciplined and just sticking to the rules, like having some balls to just not be emotional, right?
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I was told, if you can't afford not to look at your stock, don't do it, right? Because if you're checking every other day, you're going to be one of those people who panic.
Yeah.
And one of those people that are successful and wealthy, or whatever the case may be, will buy.
Damn.
As soon as you panic.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're right, man. I had like a 100K portfolio on just stocks, but my shit was 4 times leverage.
Yeah.
So it was when S&P goes up, for $1, I make 4.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw today, the S&P is, I think, doubled since the year started, right? Because they took a big dip.
Yeah,
Everybody panicked.
yeah, yeah,
If you would just chill,
yeah,
relax, stay calm, and most investors know this, and they still panic. Like the S&P has outperformed the market by 10% over the average of a 7 years. Like it is just, it's shown, but everybody does what? They panic.
yeah,
Every time it goes down. And again, millionaires are created. More people kind of give up, I like to call their position,
yeah,
equity.
yeah. You gotta have them
the
diamond hands, man.
You got to have them diamond hands.
No, I lost all the money after that because it was on a margin too.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, damn, I'm making so much money doing nothing.
Yeah.
And like I woke up one day, bro, it's just like a meme. I woke up and it was like 80 grand down or something.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
That's why I don't look. I'll be honest, I can't handle it. When they told me that, I'm like, cool. Because cool, don't look. It was like a glorified savings account.
Yeah,
you know. So I'm not gonna lie, I did go look the other day because somebody was doing a presentation, showed their Webull. I'm like, oh, I got a Webull. Yeah. Never look at it. It's just money just going over there automatically. I look. It was a good time to look. And let me tell you, man, it was a good time. Yeah, okay, I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was good.
All right. So, yeah, I know before you get to all the real estate stuff, we're going to get them the sauce in a little bit.
Yeah.
But let's get started with, like your personal story. Like, were you born and, like, what struggle you had growing up to put you in a position today where you're just hungry for success?
It's crazy. I just got off stage sharing this story. Literally.
What?
Yeah, just before I came here to you, Uber down here to you. I was up in Concord, and I came down here. I was speaking to a group up there, just telling them about my story, like how we lost my home. We lost our family home at 11 years old. My mom says, we got to move, we got to go. We're losing the house to the bank. Me, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we homeless now? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And to the point, I was like, I don't want this to ever happen to me, ever. And it was because we couldn't make the payment, right? How else do you lose something? You can't make payments. My parents worked hard.
Yeah.
So I was really kind of thrown about. So how does this look? How does making money look? Well, I got older and I started really, really studying. And I realized we ain't taught how to make money work for us. We were taught how to work for money. And I was just like, well, I'll be damned.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because now my mission is to show people and teach people how to make money in their sleep, not just on their feet. Right? My feet hurt. Damn. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to make money when I'm asleep. I wake up. I want my phone to look like yours when you show me them. I ain't gonna say how many digits, but you show me them digits. That's what I aspire to do. And again, what did I tell you? Yeah. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, even if it's not your own success.
Wow, you could feel it though. You
can feel it.
Yeah,
I know you.
Yeah.
So it's real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm seeing something on TV and it could be fake. No, I know you.
Yeah, you put your hand out, like,
Right. I know how you move. I know you just didn't screenshot somebody's account and showed it to me. You know what I'm saying? And so,
what year did this happen? Like that, your family got kicked out of your house?
Man, you trying to make me get my age, disclose my age? No, I'm just kidding. But it was 1989.
Okay.
It was 1989. Again, I'm on stage telling them, and I was like, it drove me to obviously get an education. Right? It's the best way to learn.
Yeah.
Get an education. So I literally ran my way out of Longview. I used my God-given talent of running track. Thought I was gonna be hooping, but hey.
Wait, that was really smooth. Hold on. You said I ran track and I ran out of Longview.
Yeah, literally. I mean, I wrote a book. I named my book that. I named my book "Running with House Money." Literally.
Yeah.
I thought it was swift, cool little title because it just coincided with what I do and what I still do today. And now I actually even coach the local high school running. So it just kind of all. I don't know. I can't make this stuff up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even when I'm telling you this and to other people and on stages, I'm still amazed. About how this all come together, right? Because the saying, like, what the devil meant for bad, God meant for good. And I'm like, how can this story turn out to be something good in my life? Especially when I'm that young. Like, I was confused. I was embarrassed. I was devastated.
Oh man, no! You just triggered something in me because We actually lost our house in 2008 too.
Really?
Yeah. Like I was like I think third grade or I don't know, like very young or fifth grade. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I was like, why are we moving like 3-4 times? Yeah.
And so I tell people, moving is what they're gonna make you do in hell, right? Because picking up stuff, relocating.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I got money now. If I had to move right now, I'm giving it away. My back hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not picking up nothing. My team will tell you. My guys that work for me in real estate, they'll tell you, man.
Yeah.
I had a guy even tell me, like, I used to do a lot of stuff because I'm a hands person.
Yeah.
And I would get on the roof, clean out the gutters just because I could.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said, you know what? You got too much lubing on the roof. He said, you make too much money to not go pay somebody $20 an hour to go climb on that roof and blow those leaves out.
Damn.
Like, damn, you're right. Because I did slip on that roof one day and almost my life flashed before my eyes. You know what I'm saying? So it made sense.
Yeah.
But, sometimes that thinking, you just was always just trying to do stuff. You say, oh, it don't take a second.
Yeah.
But the risk did not outweigh the reward.
Whoa.
At all.
Whoa. That's crazy. So, like, did you guys settle down somewhere after? Or, like, what was the
Yeah, we did. And then eventually. So, the crazy thing was, this was family land, bro.
Uh-huh.
And we built the house on the land that my grandparents gave to us.
Oh, damn.
Guess what else? My aunt stayed next door. So when we visit, we have to look. These people in our, rightfully so, they didn't do anything wrong. Because they bought it. In our yard, living a life in our home that I couldn't take it.
Damn.
I couldn't take it, bro. I used to hate going over there. Obviously, I ended up moving to Georgia, and I've been here ever since. I've been here for 27 years now.
Wow.
But the caveat to it all.
Yeah.
This is always good news, right? Though?
Yeah.
With the knowledge that I'll probably share later on the podcast with you, just by learning the basis of credit, I was able to purchase that house back in 2020, bro, on Mother's Day and give it back to my mother. Yep.
Whoa.
I shared that on stage today, man. People went crazy.
I got chills.
Pop the picture up on the thing. My mom, Mother's Day, bro. So you know what I'm saying? So all that stuff I thought was so bad, and it was bad. It worked out in the end, man, because what? I applied myself. I invested in myself. Stayed disciplined.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, man, I bought it back with a credit card.
Whoa.
It wasn't that much.
Whoa.
But even if you know what I'm saying? Like I literally, I could get deep, but again, it was so easy for me to get it back when it presented itself.
Damn.
From a monetary standpoint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We lost it because of money, but I got it back for a fraction of the cost.
Wow.
For a fraction of the cost.
Wow.
Now my brother lives in it. He's retired military. I told you about him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. It's about as happy of an ending as you can get. But man, now I really enjoy it. It's funny. The first thing I did, I painted it. It was an ugly color.
Yeah.
And the quickest way to get over something is to change the color.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And so that was the first thing I did.
Bro, I got chills with that story, man.
Yeah, man. Look, hey, I don't take this stuff for granted, man. So again, knowing these small principles that I teach every single day, for a fact I know can change anybody's life, no matter how rich or poor you are, where you start, where you at. Because there are rich people who are actually struggling. Wow. There are rich people who actually lost everything that they had.
Wow.
And you know what they say? When you start over, you do it twice as fast and better.
Whoa.
So if you're doing that, it's usually because you learned something. You learned a lesson. So I hope to teach people a lesson before it actually happens.
Wow.
In most cases.
Wow.
Because I used to assume because you had money, you didn't need to know this information. But what I realized,
we want to know.
But what I realized is rich people just got more cushion when they screw up.
You don't see it as fast.
You don't see it as fast. You poor, guess what?
You see it tomorrow.
You out there selling food stamps, or you borrowing money, or you pawning things.
Oh my!
I'm just telling you, man, from my experience, bro. No judgment.
Yeah.
This is why I'm passionate and I give back to the community that I am a part of. I still stay in the hood. I ain't got no shame about it. Like most of my properties are right around the university, meaning that most universities built inner city, right? And there's a lot of projects around there. And I ain't gonna lie, I bought all that stuff up because people were afraid. College students would never stay there. It's a whole different breed of young people now. They ain't scared of that kind of stuff.
Brother.
Plus, guess what's moving into the inner city now?
What's that?
Everybody.
Yeah.
I know we're on the West Coast, but Atlanta, everybody's moving to the inner city.
Wow.
Everybody.
No, Atlanta's getting big right now.
Correct.
I don't know. It's on the map. It's a hot city.
And so, but no, man. I've been fortunate, man. That's why I love telling my story to people.
Yeah.
Because I've been blessed, and real estate has been good to me. Now it's not about how much more money I can make, but it's about the legacy I can leave. You know what I'm saying? I feel, I'm really honed in on what's the great commission for my life. We all got a great commission for our life that I think God is going to do through us.
Yeah.
And it only can be done through us before he calls us home.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know what you believe, what you think, but we all got a purpose.
Yeah.
And I hope that people can find their purpose. And I know a lot of people are distracted from the purpose because financial issues is one of the top reasons people are stressed.
Wow.
People got anxiety.
Yep.
People go through divorces.
Oh, yeah. Every time the market goes like weird a little bit, I see hella, people I know or even like, divorce rate went up like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, just all money, man. Does love still exist?
Usually money, yeah.
I don't know.
And so if I can show you how to fix that kind of from the beginning, from the start, then hey,
yeah,
let's get it.
Most men lose half their wealth to a divorce. That it could have been solved.
Especially in California.
Oh yeah. Well, you lose that every year, right?
Yeah. And y'all pay. Think about it. Y'all pay 50% of taxes, and you lose half in divorce. Man, you better move.
I'm trying to move soon. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. You trying to head to the tax-free state.
Yeah,
hey,
Florida, bro.
Let's get it. Yeah.
It's weird, man. Like it's just different type of money. Digital money is different.
Sure.
So did you like? What did you do after like a school? Did you like go military? Did you go to college?
Man, come on, I ain't fight. I got muscles, but I ain't not them kind.
You
but,
never got a muscle.
I just look like you. But now, man, I actually started doing physical therapy. Got the 9 to 5. Realized real quick that wasn't gonna get. I make good money. Don't get me wrong. Back then, I make like $14, $15 an hour. That was back in 2000. That was good money.
Damn.
And I just realized like that wasn't giving me the lifestyle that I dream, right? We all have dreams.
We do.
And of what our life we want it to look like. And as good as that life was and as grateful I was for it, I still had to ask for time off, vacation.
Yeah.
When I can go to lunch.
Damn.
For a raise.
That's the worst question.
Yeah. So I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. We had a family restaurant. My grandparents sold snow cones, candy, all that stuff when you can do it on the side of the street legally back in the day. Now you got to have all kind of permits and stuff. So the hustle always been in the blood. My father had a glass business, you know what I'm saying? So I've been around the hustle.
Yeah.
So I knew. And so I went into the food business. You follow my story, I was in a franchise called Zaxby's. It's out of Georgia, actually out of Athens. Yeah. And man, I started traveling around doing that. Like, yeah, this is it. Then I realized, like, man, now I lost all my time.
Whoa.
I was making a lot of money, but lost all my time. I started gaining weight. I was just driving around to the stores. I was checking on stuff. We were turning stores around and trying to get them back up where they need to be because we had bought out some old owners that they just want to get out. So when you do that type of buy, you usually buying a value add because you just know you need to go fix stuff. And so went in there, man. It was tough. And so after doing that, I was like, this not it either. But I just started also my real estate journey. And I also, this is when the Founder came out, the McDonald's movie. So I was like, it ain't about the burgers. It's about the land. It's about the real estate. Like, I don't think people knew McDonald's was the biggest real estate owners in the world.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. And so it helped me see Zaxby's in a whole different light. I was like, all right, I see where this is going to go. It's a long-term play. Wealth, it's a long-term play. Rich, short, right? Tell people, you want to get rich fast. You want to get wealthy slow. It makes sense? Because, like, when people like, man, is that a get rich quick scheme? I hope so. I want to get rich quick. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get wealthy slow, meaning that wealth is built through real estate. All these things that's not that glamorous.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
These are things that are built slow.
Money's in the ugly business.
Correct. And so that's when I was like, yeah, okay, all right. Mm-hmm. And so what I did was I sold out because I had partners when I went into the franchising business. I like, y'all got it. Uh-huh. I got an ideal and I bet it on myself.
Whoa.
It's one of the greatest things I've ever done was bet on me.
Damn.
Betting on me. I tell people you would never regret betting on yourself or investing in yourself, which I know we're going to talk about mentorship later, but again, you would never regret investing in yourself.
Wow. I mean, I mean, like I invested into a couple coaches and made like my money back literally like same week.
Even if you don't,
yeah,
it's the part of the game. Because you know what I tell people? You go pay a university all that money.
Oh, I got a bachelor degree. I haven't made a dollar from it yet. I went to the school the other day. I filmed a video. I was like, guys, I've not made a dollar from this bachelor degree. I actually made more money from the casino.
Right. Might be 6-figure in debt, but you go religiously, faithfully, and give this money to these people every semester to graduate with that debt and not a guaranteed job. Bro, and I'm telling you, you go pay somebody 5 figures and be making your money within a week, 2, or even months if you use the knowledge that they gave you.
You got to take action fast.
Got to take action.
Yeah. Like literally, I bought a watch for myself, and the watch bought a nice lunch, business meeting today. We had a business meeting. The watch bought the whole lunch. And
you're right to watch y'all.
Yeah. I was like,
Thank you.
This thing already made its money back a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And I just got it too, so it's kind of cool. But you know what I'm talking about? It's like, I'm like, wow, like you really have to invest in your business, yourself, your image. It's crazy.
At the end of the day, man, if you don't get your mind right, you'll never get your money right.
100%.
Just for the simple fact, it's a mindset.
Yeah.
Like you come into a program with me, I don't jump right into all this. This how you gonna make it, man? What's your thought process?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna challenge you mentally first. Because if you don't get it mentally, you'll quit.
Yeah.
You don't have a why, you'll quit. All this stuff has nothing to do with how we're gonna make it. That's almost kind of the easy part because you got the hustle and drive and the wants to do that. But when it gets tough, what's gonna keep you motivated? If your mind wasn't right, what are you gonna do to get your mind back right? Yeah. And so this is why I always start with the mindset.
Yeah.
Mindset is everything. You know that.
Yeah. What is it that gets you right every day and get you locked in? Is there a routine or something you got?
Exactly, routine.
Yeah, routine?
Everybody thinks I'm nuts. I get up at 4 o'clock every day.
Oh shit.
Every day. Why? Because I go for a run. I work out. I know you work out at night. Yeah. I work out in the morning just because I'm in the South. It gets hot as hell. You got to get up, get your run in. Yeah. But I got to get up a little bit earlier because I got to stretch. I'm old now. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost, I'm almost half century. So I got.
Man. I thought you were in your You sound like you're in your 30. You move like one.
You ain't seen me move. You see me walk. There's a big difference. But now I get up early, man. I stretch out, man. Have some quiet time. It's like the most peaceful time of the day for me.
Oh, shit.
And so I'm out the door by 5:20 to meet my running partners at a certain spot we meet. Done by 6:30. Come back, shower by 6:30, 8. Yeah. And now I can get started my day. If I need to film, I can film without my phone being interrupted. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the most energy in the morning, especially on camera. Yeah. And so that's my routine. Oh, I skipped a part. I make my bed first. Ooh. I get out the bed and I make that's because it's a win. Like a lot of people don't get their first win till later in the day. Your first win could be making your bed. You make your bed. That's a win because it's just discipline and it's organization for me. Like it's nothing worse than coming to your bedroom in the bed. It's just out of order. Yeah. Clothes on the floor, whatever the case may be. But my first win of the day is making my bed.
Wow.
As simple as that may seem.
Yeah, that's the first thing they actually taught in the military.
Really?
Did you know that?
I did not. No, my brother never told me that either.
No, does he make his bed? You better tell him.
Probably because my mom taught us that. She don't play. Okay. She don't play like it. From a black family. We when we got out of the bed had to be made, and we could not get back into it until we were going to sleep. Like we didn't get to sit on the bed. You definitely didn't take a nap. Like if you took a nap, you take a nap in the living room probably. Yeah. On the couch or even the floor. But you wasn't getting back in the bed. Like, that was just not something we did. I still don't do that to this day.
Damn.
It just don't even feel right. I almost rather stay on the couch. If I go get in the bed, it's just, I almost feel like it's throwing off my sleep pattern, to be honest with you.
Whoa. No, that's discipline, brother. You have to discipline.
Well, you get back in the bed?
Sometime, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know there's rules.
No, it's not. But but honestly, like in the wintertime,
Yeah.
I may get up and get back in the bed.
Well,
Because it's cold. I don't do it cold.
I like that. What's your mile time right now?
My mile time,
Yeah.
PR or right now?
PR. What's your PR actually?
Oh, back in Georgia, it's probably like 4:10. But you run the 1500.
4:10.
Yeah, but you run the 1500.
4:10. Oh
yeah,
shit.
but it's far from that. I don't even think I do a 5:10. I think right now I could probably. I did a street mile a couple years ago. I think I went like 5:18, and I was about to die. You know what I'm saying? It's just comes with age, you know. I tell people, when you put things in perspective.
Yeah. No, but that's hella crazy though. 5-minute miles.
I know, but when you start when you think about what you used to be versus what you do now, but I try to stay out of it. That's one thing I am guarded against. I try not to compare my current self to my old self, because it could really screw you up physically. This is just physically. Well, obviously, I do it mentally and from a business standpoint because I want to get better. I tell people you cannot improve on what you cannot measure. Ooh. Right? And so you got to be able to measure things in life and business and relationships. You got to be able to measure it.
Yeah. But that's insane, man. I just want to say fucking 4:10 or whatever. A 4-minute mile is fucking elite, bro. Like, my fastest mile, I did track and field too, 5:10. But on the run across America, near the end, I did like a couple miles in 5 minutes. I was like, oh, that was fucking pretty cool. Yeah. But I had the Nike Alpha Fly on. That's the sidebars, but I have you know the Nike Alpha Fly, right? You know what I'm talking about? The
marathon.
You
feel like you flying.
Yeah, the Alpha Fly, the carbon fiber. You know,
of course. Yeah, them shoes changed the game. If I had those back when I was running,
yeah,
I'd have been
probably in the Olympic right now.
Nah. Them Kenyans are way too fast.
No. Okay, well, so you sold the franchise and you got into the real estate business. Walk us through like how'd you like grow it.
Man, you know what? That's awesome. So, I was talking about running partners. I got different running partners now, but my running partner was my teammate back then. He was already in real estate. He was doing college housing. He had kind of worked his way up. He was a property manager. Then he started doing college housing, and then the people that he was working for started bringing him through the ranks, and he started being the kind of like the property management type developer overseer. And so he would start traveling to different states where they were building it and was seeing how they were doing things. Granted, that's not what I was thinking about, because that's way above my greatest imagination. But he started with just buying a portfolio of 7 houses. Whoa. Told me he paid $1.2 million. I think he actually bought them for $800,000, took $400,000 and renovated all of them. Bought them up to par. This is where I learned the whole rent by the room model and turn the dining room into a room. We're in a college town. Yeah. When the last time you sat in a dining room and ate? Exactly. Yeah. And so I was like, man, that's genius. And the crazy thing is I had a house exactly like that. Damn. And I immediately turned it into a bedroom. Whoa. Instant income. Damn. It was an instant $500 a month. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah. Probably cost me $1,500 to renovate, because you just had to put up. So for a room to be a room, it has to have a window and a door. Yeah. Or a closet. Closet. All right. So we, squared that thing out, put a closet. Don't matter how big it is, the window was already in there. Whoa. And then we put a door. Right. We squared it in and made a door. So look, it was probably one of the greatest hacks anybody ever shared with me. So to scale it, this is what takes it into part 2. I would run out of money. Okay. This is when I learned the credit game, how to leverage OPM, other people's money. Yeah. This is how I learned how to get funding. This is how I learned to go to the bank and actually get a HELOC. This is how I learned the strategic ways and ways that you wouldn't even think about how to get access to money. Yeah. You know, because you have to bring 20%. You got to have some skin in the game once you go into the business side and into the commercial side of doing real estate.
Yeah.
And so once I learned how to do that, that's how I was able to scale like crazy. Because back then I was still able to get a house under 100K. So when you get a house under 100K, that's less than $20,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
We need more of those.
Yeah, I could get $20,000 off of one credit card.
Oh, shit.
So you see how I was able to scale real fast back then, to the point now I leverage all those properties to grow things that you see me doing now, grow my program, run Facebook ads, to scale my digital business.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So based on what you're saying, are you saying that running is a rich person sport?
If you're talking long distance, maybe. Depending on who you're talking to.
Okay.
But I'm from the hood, bro. we ain't you could say go run 4 laps or run a mile.
Yeah.
Which one you think we're gonna choose?
I don't know.
We're gonna do 4 laps.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's the exact same distance. That makes sense?
Yeah.
And so most people that we knew who ran were rich white people. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know one person who ran a half marathon, a marathon. I don't think I knew anybody who ran a 5K that was black.
Whoa.
Might saw a couple of Hispanics because I'm from Texas. You know what I'm saying? But again, I was so hungry and I was so disciplined and set on getting out of Longview, Texas to further my education and to explore the world. I was going to do it if it was badminton.
Oh.
If it was tennis,
Ooh.
I was going to get out of there by any means necessary. That's why my book is called Running with House Money, because I was running with whatever I could to get up out of there. And so when you say that jokingly, yes. But had I known what you just said, I also would have ran with them if I could have found them. I just so happened to go from high school to college where I'm running with everybody because of international sport, running with Kenyans, white people, and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so obviously once I graduated, like, yeah, it is a bunch of people. Because it's not that expensive of a sport.
Yeah.
But the races cost. I mean, it's like $65 to run a half marathon. It's about $125 for a hole.
Yeah.
We don't pay to run. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people who pay you not to run. You know, I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
when people ask me how did I get this knowledge, I remember I told you I ran with my teammate.
Yeah.
I literally ran and got knowledge for free. So I was willing to run my way out of Longview to get that scholarship, to put me on another level, to learn more.
Yeah.
I was willing to run with my ex-teammate because he was a distance guy. I was a middle distance guy. I was willing to run with him to pick his brain every day. I mean, I quote him in the book, all the way through my book, because he won't take no credit for it. He's like, I was just answering your question. I'm like, yeah, but you didn't know what I was implementing. And then he was just like, well, I ain't tell y'all that. I think he's like, you should just keep doing it. Because I started kind of like, should I pivot to what you're doing now? Because that was the way you scale.
Yeah.
He's like, no, run your own race. Do what you're doing and run it until it maybe stops working or until you'll know. He's like, you'll know. You'll know when to pivot.
Wow.
And so I ran that play, man, and we joke about it, whatnot. And when I tell it to people are like, wow. Because people are so afraid to even go do an apprenticeship unpaid.
I've done that before.
I think it's the easiest way to knowledge and wealth.
Yep.
Because you know, if somebody come to you right now and say, man, I'll work for you for free and no questions asked, and I'll do anything you tell me to do.
Yeah.
Just to get the knowledge you got, you might be like, for real? All right, we'll test it out, but any point I'm gonna get rid of if you playing, right? Because we serious people, but also like, man, don't nobody want to do nothing for free.
No, in the beginning of my business, bro, I fucking hit up a couple big names and I was like, hey, I'll work for free.
Yeah.
I just do like a couple things for them for free. And next thing you know, we're doing 20K, 30K, 40K, 80K months.
Right.
Right after.
So when people ask me, what's the cheat code? Go get a mentor. That's back to the part of being a mentor.
Yeah.
I don't think people look at apprenticeships like that or internships, whatever you want to call it. But these kids are so spoiled now. People are so spoiled, they want it to be paid. And I'm just like, but you'll go pay a college that you can't make no money. I mean, you can finish and you still don't make money.
Right.
Not the kind of money you think, you know, but you can go do an apprenticeship and do literally 6 months.
Yeah.
Turn around and apply that same stuff and make money. So if you're able to get somebody who knows what they're doing, there's literally a mentor right there because you can run the play and they can show you what you're doing wrong.
Yeah. Like even like, I mean, when I first started, I was like, okay, I'm working for free, but let me see what the game is. So I got to learn from the top down.
Yeah.
I got to take the lessons from the top and help people below that.
Right.
And being around like famous or powerful people, you stand next to them. For some reason, you look more powerful. You know what I'm talking about? Like
it's association.
Yeah, power by association. You're right.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, man.
Yeah.
It's the network.
Man, look, networking has changed my life in that I went to the University of Georgia. It is so many Fortune 500 companies. I know we're in San Fran in the Bay, where I mean, I can imagine what it's like out here. But in Atlanta, it's a melting pot. I went to the flagship university. I mean, I won't name drop, but I ran into a lot of rich people. I didn't grow up knowing anybody who made six figures. The richest person I knew was my pastor.
What?
And I thought he was rich because he drove a Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? And he dressed nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know any doctors and lawyers and things like that. Yeah. That's why I love going back into the hood, into communities, inner cities, and talking to you to show them, like, you can make it. You can drive a Porsche like me. You can do all these crazy fun things. You can travel the world. You can buy stuff in Dubai. You can do anything you want to do.
Yeah.
If you apply yourself.
No, congratulations on the Porsche, man. I
appreciate it. I finally treated myself, man.
You were here, was it a couple months ago? Not too long ago. You were like, hey, I'm going to get a Porsche. And then you sent me the video. I was like, man, this guy's a doer, man. Like, you know?
Yeah. You know, I mean, honestly, I was just doing so much for other people, man, because I'm a giver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to take care of the people around me, my parents. You heard me talk about my house, my brother, my family. I just took care of those that were there for me, man. Because I knew that a lot of this stuff would, I can always get it whenever.
Yeah.
But then I said 2026, I'm going to focus on me a little bit.
I like that,
and
man.
Somebody told me, like, it's okay to be selfish. And I ain't going to lie, bro. I don't even drive it that much because I feel weird because it gives way too much attention. You know how it sounds when you crank it up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I love it, man. I love it.
But it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, and to be honest with you, man, I just get more enjoyment out of just blessing other people. It's weird, I know, for people to hear, but you might be like, yo, bro, I got a project that I'm feeding the homeless.
Yeah.
Man, could you donate?
Yeah.
I would get more out of that. And you might even say, could you show up and donate and serve? Yeah. I would get more out of that than me going to drive my Porsche, bro, or whatever car I got.
Wow. I mean, this is why, you know, God favored you. I could sense the energy. Like, I was like, oh, he's favor. He has the monthly reoccurring revenue swag or aura. You know what I'm talking? You know those people.
Yeah, man.
Like I know you because you have it, but you know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah,
I've learned that dealing with entrepreneurship. I was like, if that guy's got
the selfish one. Yeah.
I was like, if that guy got the monthly reoccurring, he's chill.
Well, you know, the good book says, too much is given, much is required.
Oh, yeah.
And I take it serious because, you know, it could be gone tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I know. Man, look, I ain't do nothing for this. There's nothing special about me. That talent, everything I got is because God gave it to me.
Wow.
People say that, but until you acknowledge that and actually just go in that direction and your actions reflect that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why people gravitate towards me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with my coaching, the parents say to me all the time, I don't know what you do to my kids, but they'll run through a brick wall for you.
Whoa.
And I'm just like, well, I don't know either because everything I tell them to do kills them. You know what I'm saying? Because that is not what they're saying to me. It's like, I don't know, but they buy into what you say and how you say it. And of course, my motto with the kids is trust the process.
Oh my God. Actually,
Right.
I wrote that question down for
Really?
you. Actually, I was like, what does it mean to you to trust the process when nothing is working? And that is a good question right now for a lot of people because we're going through some tough times right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Tell them, man.
So trusting the process just means first of all, I say, I don't give you nothing to do that I've never done. Like, they can follow me on Strava. They see what I run.
Yeah.
They like, damn, you get up at 5:30 in the morning. Who's up that early? Me. And so when they see that I'm doing what I preach,
Yeah.
they get it. Most kids don't even know I ran at Georgia. They don't even realize I ran D1 and did all these great things and was ranked and all this because they weren't even born.
Whoa,
right? You know, so I graduated 25 years ago. They're 15, 16, 17, 18 years old.
Damn.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I got to I don't really have to, but when they see that I'm doing something and I've done it and I have a track record, it's more easy to trust the process. And
I like that.
And consistency.
Damn.
I've been coaching 7 straight years at the exact same place.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm getting in their siblings.
Whoa.
You feel me?
Whoa.
Right? So now consistency makes the process easy to be trusted as well as the culture. The culture, even when what I'm teaching outside of coaching, helps the process be trusted better. It's just like the internet.
Yeah.
If you've seen this guy been on the internet for 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, preaching, saying the same thing, and it's working, and it's following, it's growing, and you see me I'm on everything now.
Yeah.
It's easier to trust the process.
Wow.
And I think you can see the BS.
Yeah. No,
you can see
I work
the
with a lot of
authenticity.
people. I work with
Right. When me and you in the industry, we see it. You're like, oh, yeah.
This guy here, he bought them followers.
Yeah.
You know?
No, there's so many. Like, I've not bought my followers.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people I know that buy them and they get less engagement in me. I have less followers and I also make more money than them.
Correct.
But the thing is, the Facebook, Instagram, they don't want bot follower in their platform. If they see you do that, they're going to limit you. It's just a vanity metric. At the end of the day, like, your Facebook and Instagram can be banned the next day.
Right. They control it.
Yeah, but why not? Why make your reputation bad from the start?
Man, look, I got a love-hate relationship with social media. We obviously need it.
Yeah.
But then I see these guys like, man, I went viral. Blah, blah. Like, well, how much money you make? And what was the point?
Yeah.
And then, like you said, everybody brags about how many followers they got.
All of these vanity metrics.
How much money you make.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing it for?
Yeah.
I don't care if none of y'all know me. If I'm making 40, 50, 60, 70K a month, I wave from y'all from the front of the plane. you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, and even most of the wealthy people in the world, you don't even know who they are.
Yeah. They play a different game that's
They play a whole different game.
invisible.
Right. And then if you ask most of the famous wealthy people, they wish
Yeah. I mean,
they can have a normal life.
Yeah, I think they crave that because, like, if your relationship's in public, you're like, marriage and stuff, a lot of time it falls apart.
Oh, yeah. Because if you live a public marriage,
Yeah.
you have a public breakup.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, they say it all the time. You have a public relationship. Like, I keep a lot of my life private. Not because I'm ashamed. It's because, man, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I went to the University of Georgia. A lot of famous football players come through there. A lot of famous basketball players. And I've seen how that stuff goes with money, the L's and flows, the girls, all the whole 9 yards. It's wild. I'm in Atlanta. I'm near Atlanta. So I see it all, man.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about, like, success, entrepreneurship, mindset, but I don't know if you ever heard this before, but in, some entrepreneur, they talk about it. It's called a quantum leap. Like, a lot of people, especially, like, if you're like regular people 9 to 5, you want to live a normal life, you build linearly. You make a little bit more next year, linearly.
Yeah.
But in order to go from normal to phenomenal, you have to quantum leap. You have to jump on a different timeline. So time goes straight, right?
Yeah.
So, like, when I got a mentor and, or I went and did some work for free or whatever to get to a higher level of connection, I'm able to benefit from somebody else's timeline.
Right.
And bring that to my timeline to boost it up. Like, what's your take on that, man? Is that crazy?
I'm 100% with you. And that's why I told you your mindset got to be right, because if I be like, you come to me, I know that I can help you.
Yeah.
No matter what I ask for in monetary compensation, you probably should pay it.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't say it to you. Like, especially if you coming to me.
Yeah.
Right? And so, why? Because I know that I can exponentially put you ahead of the curve.
Yep.
So I'm 100%. Man, I've spent 6 figures last year alone.
Whoa.
I broke bread with you. You know what I'm saying? it's the only way to advance, and it's the only way to essentially scale to where you're trying to get to faster. Yeah, you can figure it out YouTube. You can go and try to do it yourself.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take time.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen plenty of entrepreneurs over the years, like they just go long run, they're just consistent, and then one video pop off, but they have the back end system right. Like we talk about other people that go viral and don't make nothing.
Yeah.
The moment they go viral, all their back end is good, and they make a bunch of money from it.
Yep. You gotta have everything intact.
Yeah, but like they willing to do it without even consider. Oh, I don't care if we go viral or not. We're just gonna help people. We're just gonna put the message out.
And that's where I've been for last 5 years. Because I never understood the digital world. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say because I didn't care, but again, my circle.
Yeah.
Man, why you ain't got a course out? Why you got a digital product? Why don't you have an ebook?
Yeah.
Why don't you have a book?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who want to read what the hell
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Well, I didn't learn this until like a year ago or a year and a half ago. The recurring revenue.
MRR, my favorite word.
Yeah. Like that's what they say Rolls Royce stands for. What is it?
Monthly reoccurring revenue.
Yeah, recurring revenue.
Yeah.
RR. I didn't know, bro, because I was working with entrepreneurs, like they're starting out, and they're like, oh, we got to fight for this month. Next month, we got to fight again. And in my mind, I'm seeing them like, okay, I was doing the same thing. We're just fighting every month to survive.
You can just start out in a
That's what I'm saying. And I met this guy. He was doing like 5 million a month, but he has hella accounts though. And it took him like 30 years to build the business or something like that. And I even met this gym owner too. He's my friend now, but he has like 12,000 people on a recurring plan, $40 each a month. 12,000. That's 500 bands. I was like,
game changing. Because you know why, right?
Yeah. But they move different after, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you got the recurring. When you walk, I was like, yeah, he got the recurring revenue.
What you think about it, if you starting out the month knowing that your team is paid, just that team and your ads are paid.
Yeah.
Don't you think your business gonna do pretty well that month?
It will.
You know what I'm saying? And so it is also just part of the trend. Everything is on a subscription model. We pay cable.
Yeah.
Everything's in a subscription model these days. So only makes sense that we get a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
I tell people I'd rather make 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of mine.
Ooh, I like that.
Meaning like, I don't 100% of mine could be zero. It could be 100K. You know what I'm saying? But 1% of 1,000 people's effort, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, because before I was just such an employee mindset, because I did 9 to 5. I was from the military. It's like it's all from your own work. That's it. Your own work.
Your own muscle, your own grind.
Yeah. But sometimes that holds you back from being like the platform owner.
Correct. 100%.
Yeah.
Look, one of my mentors told me the first thing you need to do is fire yourself. A lot of people that need to fire themselves to actually scale.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to be the manager, trying to fulfill,
Yeah.
trying to run ads.
Yeah.
You got to shoot content. But you know what I'm saying? They're trying to do it all in the business, and it's hard to scale that way.
Yeah.
And so if you don't learn to fire yourself, it's going to be hard to scale your business.
It's just like, man, like, what is your take on business? Because from what I've seen, it exposes like a full life. Like, I just feel bad for like maybe like the younger. I can't say about other people, younger version of myself. Like, I feel like I wasn't living a full life until I started my business.
Well, what are we getting in the business for? To create a great life and to hopefully have something that will run after us. But I think we never think that far.
Yeah. I think the system, man, I don't know what it is. It's just
so they say if you got a job and you're still in it, it's just a glorified job. You're not a boss. It's just a glorified employee, a high-paid employee.
Yeah. The golden handcuff.
So it's like you have to be able to work on the business, not in the business.
Yeah.
It's a big difference. A lot of people think like, oh, I'm working on the business. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No, you're working in the business. The way to scale the business, you have to be able to work on it. So that's why you have to fire yourself, bring the people in, right? And now you can start working on it.
Yeah.
So you know what I do? I learned this, it wasn't my idea, but I make all my employees super employees. You know how I do that, By? I get them a VA.
Oh,
Because now all the little nuance, rinky-dink work, I can pay a $5, $4 employee to do all that for them and make them a super employee. Now they work harder and better for me because now they're not constantly doing the little stuff all the time.
Yeah. Well, you put the mind and the money where it matters.
Yeah. Now they can focus on the really important stuff.
Yeah.
Think about that. Let's think if you're my camera guy.
Yeah.
But you gotta haul stuff around. You gotta, not like, I'm gonna get you. Well, that's different. But if you have to break down everything digitally and get it back to me real quick, when I can be like, hey, overseas, what's the name? Make sure you get it back to me.
Yeah.
And you just literally doing all the typing. Like, hey, this is what I need. Hey, Lee needs this, and that. It needs it by then. Got it, boss.
Yeah.
And you actually making sure that it's just done, and you ain't stressing. You go home to your family and you sleep okay at night. Yeah, you might get a message from it, but you're not up 3-4 hours doing it.
Yeah.
It gets back to me, all done. You feeling good about your job. You don't want to quit because you like, I'm a super employee. I got somebody who got my back, and just in case he's sick, yeah, I can knock it out.
Yeah.
If I got to knock it out once every blue moon, well, no big deal.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I make my employees super employees. It's really worked well.
Yeah. No, like I'm telling you, right when you walk in, I was like, he got the reoccurring walk. I could tell, bro. I'm
reoccurring
150
walk.
clients right now. I could tell.
Yeah.
You get the reoccurring walk, you know? Like, you're just walking, you don't care. You're like, oh, yeah, you know, it's fucking... Because I'm starting to make reoccurring revenue. You know, I build websites. I do run people's ads. It's my team that does it. I just do the selling, or I just be myself and people come.
Right.
As long as we get them results, it's good.
Yeah, for sure. And that's at the end of the day. I tell people I could have been grown a lot faster, but I just don't feel like I wouldn't have been able to fulfill the things the way because I like stuff quality. My name's on it. You told me this all the time, like, no, bro, we're going to do it this way. Because when they ask who did it, I don't want it to come back, and plus you stamp your stuff too. Like, when they see it, I don't want to be like, hey, Zoom put out some bull.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I get a lot of referrals from, like, let's say if we post a content for somebody.
Yeah.
Or we make the content. Literally, though, look, every person I get, 3 will come.
Yeah.
And 3 from that.
Yeah.
So it's fucking gotta get it right. I mean, it's just the messaging, bro. It's really like, at the end of the day, people don't really care about how flashy your stuff is. They care if the message is
real
and with them.
Yeah.
Like you can give them something. Oh my head is huge here. But, you can get you know what I'm talking about. You can get them. Like, get them right in that 30-second, 60-second, and give them something that they can take and fix.
Well, people don't care what you say till they know that you care about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the energy, man. It's the biggest thing, because, like, when you walk in a room, and I don't care if you're, like, dressed in the nicest suit or whatever, and you have low energy, they're going to think you're, like, a bitch, you know?
Yeah.
But you could be, like, having nothing cool, but then, like, your energy is so high, you're lifting other
and people want a piece of it.
Yeah,
that's one thing I know. That's why protecting my peace.
I'm telling you, bro, there's so many benefits to the recurring revenue people. they got peace on, they walk.
Cause they call it that. They call it the FU money.
Yeah.
I ain't got a deal. A lot of stuff. Look.
Yeah.
I don't want to come across as that guy, but I pay not to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta teach the
like if I get people in my group, community, part of my program, that's what I try to vet that out.
Yeah.
But if I ever get there, like, you know what? Here's your money back. I'm protecting my peace. I don't got time for that. I'll even protect my team's peace. Like, such and such and blah, blah, blah. You want to deal with it? Because you don't have to. And I'll give them permission. Send that money back.
Wow.
Moving on.
Wow.
It's too many fish in the sea. What's for me is what's for me. What's for us is what's for us. And you got to believe that, because a lot of people chasing stuff, hoping that people sign up for the program. You got to be what people, you got to attract what you want. Meaning just be authentic, be real, be relevant.
Yeah. Not everyone fits your customer profile.
They don't. And you got to be okay with that.
Yeah. No, that's
it's like they call it the avatar.
Yeah.
It took me a while to figure out what that meant. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like, you know, you hear all these fancy words in this digital space, but you have to find the people who fit your avatar. Because once you do, you just market to them.
Yeah, I mean, I got to call people, like, they call me, I'm like, oh, you're too expensive. You should lower your price. I'm like, I'm at a luxury gym right now. If I lower my price, I won't be here.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, you only want to reach up, not down, you know?
Never.
Yeah.
And that remind me of the thing was like, when somebody say, man, you doing real, if they work for you, like, man, that's a nice car you got.
Uh-huh.
You know, I actually did this. I was kidding with my executive assistant.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, that's a really nice car. And I was like, yep, if you work twice as hard, I have another one next year. I had heard that from a guy who had a big company.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
I didn't know him, but it was like, yeah, if y'all work twice as hard next year, I'll have me another Lamborghini. I was like, damn.
No, for real. You're gonna love this question because, like, a lot of people are playing the wrong game in life, and I think it's more important than ever to know where your feet is at and know if you're in the right game to win. What's your take on that?
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there running with no direction, jumping on the next best, greatest, hottest thing.
Yeah,
living in FOMO, all these things, and just don't want to accept the fact like nothing's easy in life. You have to stop, be great at one thing. The man that chases many rabbits ends up with how many?
0.
Exactly. And so when people look at us, they just see, we're not finished products, but they look at what they think is a finished product.
Yeah.
Not knowing every single thing me and you done in the background. Not seeing the sacrifices that we done. Not seeing the money that we spent. Not seeing the weekends that we forfeited to study our craft.
Yeah.
To be in our craft. I learned this in the world of running. I didn't get to party a lot in college. I didn't get to go out a lot in college.
Yeah.
Why? Because I had to go to sleep. I had to get up and practice in the morning. I had to run 12 miles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to be ready. Yeah. Either that or you're going to be out there, you know what I'm saying? Just in a different space that wasn't you know, they said something at the thing today. Somebody said, you know, you can either live with the excuses. Wait, your excuses, your results have to be more powerful than your excuses. But you can't, they can't be both.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Right? And I was like, well, you there with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, your excuses cannot be more powerful than the results that you want to achieve. Which one? You want the results?
You got to aim higher then.
Got to aim higher.
Yeah.
And so...
Actually, you're really right on that now I thought about it. Because when I have goals and I don't care about it too much, I'm not motivated.
Right.
Yeah.
You just come up with excuses, and I like the excuses.
Yeah, I'll just get mediocre results or something like that. One more thing that I really want to touch on right here, because I know when you level up in real estate, you're still doing real estate right now. But did you lose a lot of friends as you are going up?
That's how it go. You ever heard the story about the eagle?
No.
And the crow?
No.
So the eagle doesn't fight the crow. He just elevates. Because what happens is the crow can't breathe once it gets to a certain atmosphere.
Oh, shit.
And the crow falls down. And so I say that to say I just keep elevating. I get away from all the naysayers, get away from all the people holding you down, the haters, all that stuff. A different kind of hater, but you gotta always have haters. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you just kind of get away from the people who are not there that can pump you up, that can elevate you. And it always stuck with me. It's like, you gotta always gotta be on your game. Always gotta be looking at the next way of elevating, whether it's getting a mentor, getting around a better circle of people, right? Because they say if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong dang room, right? And so I'm always conscious of that.
Yeah.
Like, it feels good. Like, yeah, I done this and I done that and that. Does that mean if somebody's impressed by that, you're not gonna be able to step your game up? Because what are you measuring against? Remember I told you can't improve what you can't measure.
Oh, shit.
Right? And so it all goes back to that. And everything I say, I'm always talking to myself. And I always tell people that because I'm like, look, don't think I'm picking on you. This is a reminder to myself.
Damn.
What I'm telling you. Because something you ever said something, they like, damn, that was good. I need to keep reminding myself of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always conscious. I tell people, I'm my own biggest critic.
That's crazy.
At least you better be, because if you're not, anything anybody else say gonna hurt your feelings.
I like that, man. Wait a minute, that's so soft.
Yeah, I just made that one. No, I don't mean that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, say about yourself and then you fix it.
Right.
Like fucking people can't touch you from the outside.
It really was like that in the running world.
Really?
You couldn't tell me I was slow. You couldn't tell me none of that because I already know that I'm gonna be busting my butt to go back to work. Couldn't wait for Monday.
Damn. I mean, it's from what I've seen, like, cause I'm ranking up, and maybe I come from like really low, but every time I rank up, I lose the circle. I have to rank up to a different circle, because if I go back down and I meet someone that's or I hang out with someone that when I was at the lower level, they met me at that level. So like me right here, they can't see that. They still trying to pull me down.
But they say a dream is only something that you probably can see.
Oh shit.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
And they actually said the quickest way to know if you're improving it if you're losing friends.
Ooh.
Because if not, everybody co-signing. Co-signing. If you're not losing friends, they're co-signing on what you're doing.
Oh shit.
If that's the case, you're not growing.
Mm.
Sorry to break the news to you.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's hard to hear because those are my day ones. I ain't worried about my day one. I'm worried about my day twos. You my day two.
Yeah.
You there with me at this next level.
Yeah.
Day ones don't understand.
Yeah.
Where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So to them, it looks like I'm better than them.
Yeah.
Right? They say, get in a room where when you talk about what you make, it doesn't sound like you bragging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
dang.
Whoa, well, actually, that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's the kind of rooms I'm trying to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Or you don't even say what you make because it's below what they make and then it's embarrassing. So you got to step your game up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And so I don't know, man. I'm an athlete. I still like challenges.
You're competitive, man. But you're competitive,
and it's in a different way now.
Yeah.
Right? Because the physical stuff goes away.
Yeah.
I'll never be as fast as I ever was. I'll never be as strong as I ever was. I could be smarter. I could be wiser.
Mm-hmm.
I can put myself in better situations.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So those are the challenges now. I want to be your best interview you ever had. Why? Because it's just in me.
Oh, I like that.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And so those are the little competitive nature things that I do with myself. Is even in the space that I am, I want to be the best teacher I can be. Mm-hmm. Not out there, just the best I can be. Mm-hmm. Right? Because if I start comparing myself to other people, that's when you get in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. So question I have right here is, well, it's not a question, it's a statement, but every time I level up, I seem to gotta let everything go that's holding me back. And sometimes that really hurts, like mentally, physically, love, whatever. And then once I'm at this level, people here check me if I go below it.
They what?
They check you.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, hey, you were making that much. What happened? You're like, fuck, I'm falling
so
off.
You say they so when you drop down to people above or would you check
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. It's called accountability. So I'm big on accountability partners.
Yeah.
Like I got a lot of different I got accountability for running. Got accountability for being a man. Got accountability for business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's just you can't measure what you can't improve what you can't measure. And your accountability partner will keep you on point. And so it's just like if you got a consultant, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't got somebody who can check you, that's why a lot of people fail that are famous, that are big in business, because they had too many yes men.
That's the biggest thing. And then your vision just, I had that at one point, actually. I had a big team, 10 people. And I thought I was doing everything right because everyone was confirming everything. But I totally forgot that they're all at different level of life and perspective. So their yes might be a wrong.
Come on now.
I know we talk a lot about entrepreneurship, but I just want to touch on as a man, how important is fitness in your life?
Well, you might want to be able to look down, be able to see your little willy whacker, all right? Because that's usually the first sign that things are getting out of control. And I don't know, you should be able to run a 9-minute mile at least.
Okay.
Why I say 9 minutes? Because you can actually jog and you could get almost slow down to almost a walking pace. But as long as you keep moving, you should be able to get a 9-minute mile in. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, I think that would just say that you got some willpower.
Yeah.
It just takes a little willpower to run a mile.
Yeah.
Because you hear the word mile, man, that takes a lot of people's willpower right out their little.
Most people can't even run a mile, you know?
Yeah.
Like for me to, I mean, I did my run across America. You can check my phone. It has all my stats and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I can't take most people serious because they can't even run a mile. And I ran across the whole country. And I got to see a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
It was more like a fun trip. But I was like, damn, the willpower of one man sometimes is bigger than a whole fucking town, you know?
Man, you have no idea. I used to have a buddy, he said, I won't listen to a fat preacher. I was like, wait, what? He's like, yeah. He can't even obey the 10 commandments. He obviously eats too much, gluttony. I was like, oh, all right. Well, I ain't judging nobody, but I see your point.
Bro, isn't it like, I am having so much fun with the internet right now because now I have haters. So I have an opponent. Before I was just shadow boxing.
Yeah.
Now I'm actively boxing.
Yeah, I'm starting to get those now. I do it respectfully. Like, hey, man, Young King, you on my page. Because it seemed like you need the attention from my audience.
Yeah.
You know, because they're like, you see what he just said? Then he goes, check with your CPA. He hurry up and covered and said, check with your CPA. I'm kind of like, I just said what worked for me. Check with your CPA for your situation.
Yeah.
And that's what I typed out. But I said, hey, man, you stay up, King. You on my page. Be great. Then another lady came in. Yeah, you see what he did? I don't know why they just won't stick to what they do. Out here giving all this false. Hey, Queen, last I checked, you on my page. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been accused of anything false, misleading, or any type of scam. Look me up.
Yeah.
Appreciate your support.
Wow, I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
You're very professional about it.
Because when you do come back the other way, you look guilty.
That's sauce.
It's kind of how I looked at it.
Yeah, that's
I could be wrong. Like, everybody does their own thing.
Yeah.
But
that's sauce.
a lot of times, you know, when they say when you're arguing with an idiot, they can't tell who the fool is. So I figure if I just come back respectfully, they see that somebody has sense to talk.
No, that's actually really smart because I work with a lot of people and if they come back wrong, the people like start attacking them somewhere else. And, you know, obviously social media is social. So if a lot of people start like flagging your account, then it's not good.
Yeah.
But you're smart on that, actually.
I mean, when you say fight evil with good. It doesn't sound like the right thing to do, but when you do it, then you see. Because they didn't even respond to that.
Yeah.
Because I think they kind of understood. I'm just like, you own a quote unquote, I call myself a nobody. Like, you on my page. I'm not even active like that. I literally just had open clips posting on all these platforms just to keep me relevant until I actually drop the sauce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just got going on the platforms, and then I'm about to just start tightening that thing up. And I'm just looking like, man, this thing going crazy. TikTok, all this stuff. Like, because my team said, you got to get on these things. I'm going to get on it. Well, y'all post, chop my clips up, do your thing.
Yeah.
But I also check because there are people commenting because there's CTAs on there.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking, like, man, let's get some action. Oh, got my first hater. You know?
It's such a cool, feeling, bro.
It is.
You went from shadow boxing to regular boxing.
Yeah, because, you know, where Grant Cardone say, any attention is good attention.
Good attention.
Right? I said, all right, let's make it work.
Okay, so back to business. We went on a sidebar a little bit. That was really fun. Yeah. Talk about, like, you know, I think in real estate or if you had investment, you could be your own bank. And a lot of people don't know that. Can you hit them on that?
So be your own bank. So when you say be your own bank, I think of IUL, Index Universal Life Insurance.
Yeah.
That's how I'm my own bank personally, because that's a line of credit I pay into. It grows over time. I don't get too deep into it because it looks different for people. But for the most part, I can borrow against it.
Yeah, even like I think, well, you know, obviously stocks, you can do a margin.
Yeah,
House, you can do a HELOC.
Yeah.
But from my perspective, it's such a cheat code because you're taking that loan. Yes, it's a loan against your property or against yourself.
Yeah, so
but the loan pay for itself off because the investment
it's
go well.
crazy because if I don't pay it back, guess what?
Yeah.
I don't lose any value in the loan.
Yeah.
Just when I die, it's just subtracted off of there.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part, in which I don't care. I'm gone. They ought to be happy with whatever they're getting.
I mean, the life insurance policy would collapse on them.
Yeah.
Collapse, and it will just cancel the debt.
Correct.
But I took that concept and I was like, wait, you can do anything and be your own bank.
Anything.
Like investments. You can borrow against it and you could buy more and it'll grow and it'll cancel out that debt.
If you do a credit card right, you could grow.
Yeah.
Because there's 0% credit cards. I don't get into that because you really kind of...
Well, some people are not like...
they're not savvy enough with it, but the banking system. Now I see why everybody likes to come to America, and because you can run up the bag with all the opportunities we give you to screw up.
Yeah, and just restart again.
And restart again. People get mad at Trump. All the filing of bankruptcies. Why does he do it? Because he can start right back over using the same FICO score because it wasn't affected. And so when he starts over, he could just do it on another LLC and get busy. And so he didn't make those rules up. He just played by the rules. And so when I tell people about this thing, I'm just like, I didn't make the rules up. I, again, studied the rich, studied what they did, and that's what I found out that they do very well. They just run the rules of the tax code. The tax code is a book about that thick, and you find out what works for you.
Wow.
And then the more money you make, the more you will figure out what works for you.
I heard someone said this. It was like the tax rule is just like kind of 2 pages, and everything else is just exemptions.
Yeah, that's it. Because it's written for the rich. You know this.
Yeah.
People like, why do the rich get all the breaks? Because they create taxpaying workers like you.
Yeah.
They give us tax breaks because we create more people like you that pay taxes. Because the dollar is taxed, I forgot how many times, but it's taxed a lot of times. By the time it gets to you and you spend it,
it will disappear.
But as a business person, so as a 9-to-5er, you pay taxes taken out before you even get paid.
Yeah.
As a businessman, we don't pay taxes until we want to.
Yeah. But
essentially.
If you never make profit.
And if you never make profit, you probably don't pay because you can write a lot of it off.
Yeah.
Again, check with your CPA. But again, but I'm telling you, like, if you learn the game of business, taxes, that's who gets all the breaks in America. Yeah. Why? Because we create tax-paying people like you. That's why you got to get out of the W-2s and get into the, what we call them, 1099s? What we got? Anyway, just being a business owner. Yeah. All right? And so you can just take advantage of the rules that was written before we got here.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be in the right vehicle for success, right? I think business is that vehicle. And, like, you just got to be in the, like, you know, think of it like a destination. A bunch of cars are going somewhere. Be in the right car that goes to the right.
I tell people I don't pay attention to nothing that don't pay me. Right? And I also tell people this. People pay attention to people that they pay. Like you said a while ago, why your price so high? Because the people who pay me is the people going to pay attention and the people that you want to. Yeah. Right? Higher paying people do what you tell them to do the first time.
They tell you, hey, I'm going to go do
My
this.
My cheapest clients are the worst ones.
Yeah. They just think the world should hand them a favor.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of, how do you say it? It's just, man, like, it's just, it's really 2 classes of people.
Yeah.
And it's
no middle class no more.
Yeah. It's really fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and you could see, like, you could feel certain type of energy too. A lot of people like, hey man, you got that, you got this. That's fucking life's not fair, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like me, I see it's like, oh, well, if you're in his shoe, you will understand because the power, the money, the fame, or whatever, the influence, he sacrificed something for it. And they see life not with those power, not with the money.
It used to bother me, but it don't anymore.
Right. Tell me about it.
Some get it, some won't. Most of them won't because it's a reason why we are part of what 1% they call it.
Yeah,
you know, and I understand who I'm talking to. I understand who's talking to me.
Yeah.
I also understand who to give energy to and who not to. Man, we just talked about that. Even online, like. Hey, these people digital, you know what I'm saying? They could be fake. And I mean, what are you gonna do? You're not affecting my bottom line. Yeah. Unless you say something too crazy, and I can delete it. You know what I'm saying? Unless they just go on a smear campaign. But you know, I careful with where I give my my energy to and where I direct my attention. Right? Remember, I told you I pay attention to what pays me or who pays me.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that.
We pay attention to the news. Chris Brown, when Rihanna coming back, the Prince overseas and the Duchess, all these things that don't pay us, right? And I'm just like, why won't we focus on something that would actually pay us, bro? Why won't we actually like literally pay attention to the things that could pay us? I tell people, I don't listen to my mama when it comes to real estate because it ain't nothing she can tell me that's gonna help me get to the next level. No disrespect. I'll listen to her if she's trying to teach me how to cook chicken. You feel me? So again, it also comes back to I don't listen to anybody about business that I wouldn't trade bank accounts with. I always tell people that I do not listen to people that I would not trade bank accounts with. Meaning that if they got a bigger bank account than me, they have something that I want. They know something that I probably need to know.
Yeah.
So it kind of sounds probably a little shallow, but it's a differentiator, right? Like real quick. And that's not nothing against somebody that makes less than me, just from a business standpoint.
Yeah.
Right? If somebody making 20,000 and I make 10 or 100, what are they gonna probably tell me about business that's gonna change my business? If they're
It's gonna take you down. It's gonna take
correct.
So you're scared of that.
But they might can tell me how to become an amazing runner. So it's not like that. It's essentially like I just can't listen to or take any business advice from anybody who has a bank account that's less than mine. Or that I wouldn't trade with.
So you know a lot of stuff about success and entrepreneurship and business and money. As a man, should we be allowed to use Klarna or Affirm, buy now, pay later stuff?
Man, heck no. Come on, man. We gotta be better than that. Why? If you can't afford it, you should not be buying it, right? Because now you're already putting yourself in a hole. And you got to be beyond that fake it till you make it, right? And putting yourself in a situation that you can't crawl out of. A lot of people are doing buy now, pay later for things that don't make them money.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So like, we're just looking from perspectives and things right here.
Yeah.
How much cash should a man have to be confident?
Own them at one time?
Like, just like, hey, man, I'm liquid this much, it's just for safety purposes.
Oh, not in your wallet. Because I keep a couple $100 on me just in case.
No, like cash, like
oh,
liquid.
Man, you need at least 10K. At least 10K liquid. I honestly, it kind of goes both ways because I believe in credit so much. Because I always tell people, because I can liquidate a credit card so fast, that I always tell people I don't have a savings. I like to keep my money moving and working for me. Money and savings is money that you're losing, right? Because no savings account is really paying you more than, it was up to 5% in some accounts. So maybe it's SoFi, but it might be 2, 2.5, 3. It fluctuates up and down. But I say that to say that the banks make money off of your money being in the bank. Because they just lend it back out for 10% while they pay you 1%.
Yeah.
And so I don't really think you need money in the bank, but I understand why people want to have savings. I personally don't really have a lot of savings just because I know how fast I can liquidate a credit card and I can pull money off of it for a small percentage if there's an emergency. Like I always told people, like, tell me one thing that I cannot buy with a credit card that if I needed it. And typically they name some random stuff. Like, I should have that on me in cash. If it's a couple $100, I should have it on me in cash. You know what I'm saying? But as far as any kind of big purchase or anything that they can name,
Yeah. So at least 10K.
Yeah, at least 10K.
Okay. So,
if you don't know how to liquidate stuff like I do, which you should. And I'm not talking about a cash advance either.
Yeah. Oh, that's
cash
bad.
advance is not for losers, but it's dummies do that.
It's really high interest.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So next question. As a man, how much should your net worth be by, like, I guess 30, 40, 50s? Just so you're not falling behind.
Yeah. So it's relative because as you see, inflation is killing everything. I think you should have real estate. I think you should have real estate in your portfolio because real estate is how we combat inflation. Just like you. You have a product or business. If your studio time goes up, what do you think you're going to go up on? Oh, yeah, that's right, your prices. What do you think I'm going to go up on in real estate? The rent. You see what I'm saying? So people like, how do you combat inflation? I don't know, raise the prices.
Yeah.
Because they expect it. People know. I don't know, it's a natural, the cycle sucks, but it's a natural cycle where people understand that things go up. They also know that my property taxes go up. I don't got to remind them because they see how much stuff costs. You know what I'm saying? So I combat those things simply by the things that I own, which are assets. So when you ask how much did you own, I think you should have at least
You can say a number for 30, 40, and 50, man. Because
He say your network, man. It's tough. I don't know, 50K and that. If just
net worth.
well, the network is probably going to be way more than that to make that kind of money. But I think you need to have. It's kind of hard to say.
Let's say 30. Let's say 30. How much should you have
by 30?
Net worth by 30. Yeah.
Well, you should be started where you at least pulling in at least $2,000 or $3,000 a month, which again, that's 3 times 12. That's $36K extra a year. You following me with the math?
Yeah.
So you should at least have 30K by 30. I like that.
30 by 30?
Yeah, 30 by 30.
I think
because what you're doing, if you're doing it right, you're scaling up from there. And it should only keep going up.
That's when they finish being dumb in their 20s.
Yeah. Because, you can F around, screw up, and learn, but you better be learning. But by the time 30, it's time to grow up, man. Yeah. And, you don't have to grow up a lot early. And kids are a lot richer sooner, too.
I'm telling you, this generation, there's so many millionaires in their early 20s. It's crazy.
Like, man, I'd have lost my mind with the kind of money these kids got.
Yeah, I have one friend. He's 23. His company did 43 million last year. I think he personally, from that, he made like 7 M's, 23.
It's nuts, bro.
Yeah. I'll show you what he looks like. He's a pretty cool guy, actually. Okay, so that's 30 by 30. What should your net worth be by 40?
40, you should be ready to retire. So honestly, it should be whatever your lifestyle is, what kind of family you got, and what part of the United States you live in.
Oh, that's right.
Because everybody's situation looks different. So it's really not a should be type deal because certain people's ambitions and dreams are different than other people. I live a low key life. Like you would walk past me, you'd never know.
Yeah.
I tell people I gave away more money this past year than I ever gave in my life. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's what I like to do. But you would never know that I gave that money away or made that kind of money because it's not advertised. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's relative to everybody's lifestyle.
Gotcha. I mean, for me, I think 4.
Yeah, 40.
No, 4M.
4M, yeah.
4M by 40.
4 M's at 40.
4M by 40.
Okay, yeah. That sounds like a true West Coast number.
Yeah. With how much tax you gotta pay?
Yeah.
And then what about 50? Anything like that? You're near retirement. You got 10, 15 years left.
Man, I ain't been up my game. You at least have a net worth at least $1 million. Now you made me kind of think about it a little bit. At least worth $1 million because I know it can fluctuate. That can look a lot of different ways. And I'm thinking assets, right? Because an
asset minus liability, how much you're worth.
Yeah, because assets, the way I do my numbers in real estate, I need to make 1% of whatever the purchase price. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And so that's how it kind of factors a lot of the numbers of what I make. And as you know now, real estate is so expensive, man.
It's so crazy.
Crazy.
When you said bought 7 houses for 1.2, I was like, holy shit, that's a lot.
And that was back 2008, I think he said.
I know, but that was that's such a good number.
Such a good number. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So biggest things is, what's your next goals? I mean, you're hitting a lot of your financial goals right now, but what's the next thing you got big that's coming up?
What am I goals as far as money wise or product wise or what?
Just business wise.
Oh, business wise, man. I want to reach more people. Reaching more people means making more money, but it also means changing more lives. Because you already know it's not about what you make; it's about the problems you can solve.
Yeah.
And so you solve a problem, you're gonna make the money gonna come.
Yeah.
So I don't chase money. Money's good, but I don't chase the money because you chase it, it runs from you.
Oh my God.
I try to pull that money to me, and try to be.
You gotta attract it.
Yeah.
Would you say women and money is the same thing?
Oh yeah, man. Because when you ignore them, man, they literally kind of look at you completely different. Yeah. Because it's like people want things that they can't have.
If you chase women, they'll run away. Same as money.
Yeah. So it's hard to tell a young person that, especially when I was young. I was like. I be damn. I run track, baby. I'm catching one. I'm catching somebody. I'm fast enough.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, man. You've been in the dating scene before. What is some dating advice you have for people, man?
Dating advice? I
Yeah,
got?
yeah.
Nah, I don't think you want no dating advice from me. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. Be funny. Be rich. That helps.
Yeah.
And
Well,
be,
like,
be a-
what's your take on prenups? You know?
Man, I don't know. If you came into something, keep what you got. I mean, you had it when you came in there. I mean, unless that's something y'all talk about that y'all want to do and combine, but it's kind of like just talk about it. I think open conversation is fair.
Yeah. A lot of people have expectation, but no open conversation.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you just assume like if you don't have a conversation, the government will when you get divorced. How about that? They gonna because there's either rules or laws already written for it. So either you can do it.
Yeah.
I don't even think it matters in California. I think they instantly you get 50%, right?
No, that's why I'm moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I love that, man. Because I feel like I was just dumb trying to make it the whole time until I got some recurring revenue, and I was like, oh, that's enough to float. So now I could really focus on my high ticket clients.
Yeah.
And instantly I got smarter. I was like, oh shit. And then I don't know what it is, man. I've been attracting a lot of people to me. Yeah, I used to fly everywhere trying to do projects, but they come to me now.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. But like I'm starting to see the game in a different way. And I was like, man, if only I had the recurring sooner, it would have been less stress, less.
Well, it
nights.
just became a big deal. So I think you're right on time. You ain't too late.
Yeah. But it's such a different, man. Like you could tell who has it too.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's so cool.
Yeah. So you asked about that. So I'm definitely wanting to grow my MRR community a lot more, which is my my community.
So you have a community?
Yeah, my VIP.
Let them know.
My VIP credit to real estate community that we'll drop the link for that at the end of this episode. That it's been blessing a lot of people. Community's going like crazy. I even got a free community because I'm just about giving, man. I'm about giving back, man. That thing crazy. It's like 2,500 in that thing.
Wow.
And so
2,500 people.
Yeah, like
I love it,
people. I don't know. Whatever, man. I'm just glad I could bless people with just the basics of money that I wish somebody would have taught me.
Yeah, I love that. It's just like the thing is, I wanted to help people, but when I was fighting to survive every month, I couldn't really help them.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, but now I could, and like even like people like DM me every day. They're like, man, I don't want to get on a call and waste your time. I'm like, dude, I don't even care. I get paid in a little bit here.
Yeah.
No, not even from you. I don't even care. I just care about doing the right thing for the universe.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know. And certain people, if you do that, you're like you are favored. I don't know. I mean, I could tell you're favored.
Yeah.
I was favored by God. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I don't know how I ran across America.
Yeah, right. I tell people I don't know why, but I'm thankful for it. I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
And I don't look like what I've been through. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's fucked up. Oh, my mind went to a bad place real quick. That was fucked up.
Yeah, you're like, you ugly, dude. And he's still working on you. But
No, not me. Not you, me.
Oh, for you? Yeah.
No, because when I was in the military, and this might be messed up, but I don't, like I looked at the people that were doing my job, and a lot of people like missing body limbs, coming back. And I was like, man, I got 8 years of this. Hopefully nothing happened, and nothing happened. So that was a blessing in disguise,
You was in for 8 years?
Yeah, 8 year military. Yeah. They sent me to Japan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild. It was when Kim Jong-un and Trump were fighting.
Yeah.
So they sent us as a first to go in if anything happened. And they're like, yeah, you guys have a 50 or a 40% mortality rate for your group. I was like, oh shit, we're the first one to go. You're like, yeah, you guys are the first to go.
Come on, man.
And we're reserved too, right?
Ooh, reserve. So it ain't like you out there every. Yeah.
I was like, oh, so like they want us to be the
Puppets, yeah.
the body bags, the shield. I don't know. Yeah, that was crazy, man. That was super stressful. At least for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But when you said that, it triggers that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, just our voice, our message has such power, though.
For sure.
Okay, so obviously, we're coming to a close, and there's a lot of moving parts in the economy right now. A lot of people are struggling. A lot of business owners are struggling. What does trusting the process means to you?
Man, trusting the process means betting on yourself. Meaning like nobody's coming to save you. You gotta get a part of a community. That's why I always encourage people to join our huge community. where they can learn the basics of credit and how to just level up so they can not be caught up in the rat race. Because again, if you waiting on the government to come save you, it ain't gonna happen.
And then the next question I have is, how can people prepare to get uncomfortable in this market and win on the other side?
So I'm gonna be honest with you. In this day and age, you're gonna have to get on the other side. Like, you gotta become a producer and not a consumer, right? If you're a consumer, you will get ate up by what's going on in this economy right now. And so this is why you gotta get a mentor, specifically somebody like me who is active. That's a not just a guru. I'm a guru. Everything I teach is every single thing that I preach. You know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to get ahead of the curve, you might want to click the link down below, join my mentorship where there's no gatekeeping. I pull back the curtains and I show you everything that I know that is working in today's society to stay ahead of the curve. It's that simple.
Wow. I love it, man, because I always try to tell people, you got to be in the right vehicle to go to the right destination to win. You know?
Correct.
Is there anything else you want to share with the people, that I might have missed?
Man, look, I know when you're tired of being sick and tired that you will make the change. I just said it, that nobody's coming to save you. The question is, will you be the one who change your family tree, change your situation, ultimately bet on yourself and not be selfish, right? Because for you to sit right where you are and not do anything about your situation when it's been presented to you from me on a free podcast and you not doing anything is just like a slap in the people you love face, you know? And like I told you earlier, you will never regret investing in yourself. I haven't. You haven't.
No.
And it's just a proven fact over and over that once you take that chance and you bet on yourself, you are destined to win. But it all starts with you taking 2 feet and jumping straight in. That's it.
Wow.
No tricks, no secrets. It is essentially just do the work.
Yeah.
Do the work.
In one sentence, let's say you were to die today or, whatever, like you're gone, right?
Yeah.
And you get this one chance to shoot this message to the whole world. What is your one message to the world?
Man, that was good, man. You should have told me that before we started. My one message to the world is,
like you can just shoot that message. Everyone has it on their phone, right? But you have to die.
yeah, man, be yourself. Be who God has called you to be. Don't walk through this world living a fake life, being somebody that you're not, because you'll always be incomplete. And being yourself will reach the right people. You know what I'm saying? Because being somebody that you was not created to be would never hit or fall on the right ears. But being yourself would never fall on deaf ears.
Wow. Man, thank you so much for being part of the show today. We're going to do more stuff, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
We're going to do events and stuff.
Yeah. And then once you get on the East Coast, it's really going down.
Yeah. It's like, I'll give you a testimonial right now.
Okay.
Let me give you a testimonial before we go. There's entrepreneurs like him, like a lot of people that go on my podcast are successful because they will get on an airplane, go out of their way to fly in and do an interview, 2-hour interview. There's so many people in my DM just asking me to do them favors, but they won't do that for themselves. And if you look at my podcast, it's like a 90-80% success rate. You look at the population, it's a 1% success rate. So you're the type of people that are willing to go above and beyond just for not a guarantee to win, an opportunity to win. And that's why you're winning.
Yeah,
so that's my testimony to you. For people like you and this motherfucker got the MRR walk, the recurring monthly revenue walk. When you have that, it's a different, you can't see it, but you could feel it.
Yeah.
So
you just move different.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I've been on both sides, so I could tell. I was like,
yeah, me too. One longer than the other, and I like the other side better.
But other than that, thank you so much, brother.
Yeah.